fall, that time of year where pumpkins and goblins and everything creepy comes in near. Spooktober! Let's get started. Yay! That time of year where you see orange and pumpkins and people picking out their costumes, buying candy, skeleton memes everywhere, all that type of stuff. But one of my favorite things to watch during this beautiful season, my favorite season, is underrated Halloween movies. One of the best movies I've ever loved since I was younger, and any other movie that's come out since. And today's video is pretty much going to be about underrated movies that I favor, so my opinion of it. Trick or treat. So let's open a crack of this door from my head and take a peek at what I have for today's video. Orange and favorite movies, and one of my top favorite underrated movies, or what I believe to be an underrated movie, is this movie right here, Trick or Treat. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend to watch it because when I was little, it was the best movie ever. And I wanted to be this dude right here for Halloween. Like, I thought he was like the most craziest, awesomest character, and he is literally in the whole movie. And like I don't know what else to say. Like, that's God right there. I remember when I was little, like, I wanted to be him for Halloween because, like, no one messes with him. I mean, check out this meme right here. Look, you can be weird and everything and no one gonna mess with you. Being an outcast is the best. I mean, look at that. He also had one of, like, the best weapons. Like, look at this. Come on, you can eat it and kill people with it. The best thing ever. And, when I was online searching up images, I also found this right here. This is... what you thinking about? I don't know. Halloween stuff, I guess. Like, come on. Really recommend to watch the movie, and I want to say, if I ever walk onto a bus and see these people, I don't know what I would do. I'm pretty sure I would throw them my wallet, say take my money, and walk right back out. The reason why I consider this my underrated movies, I believe that not many people have really seen it, and those people who have don't really know much about it. They only hear about like what people say here and then. But really recommend to watch that. I'm not really gonna spoil it for you. I'm not gonna spoil some of these underrated movies. So let's move on to the second one. Mickey Mouse's House of Villains. The first movie were all villains in this Disney era. Every single one of them teams up at Mickey's place and is like, hey, screw you, it's our time to finally take over. Yeah, so I believe this to be an underrated movie because I don't think that many people really know about it. Only some people do. I don't really remember it even airing on TV, but it is on Netflix, and all the Mickey Mouse is just chilling at his casino, like, I don't know, building, and then all the villains showing up like, yo, this is all the scary stuff we're gonna do, and just literally kicks him out. But you know, at the end, Mickey saves the day, and you know, all that BS. There's not really much for me to say about that, but it is a good movie, and to try watching it. On to the third one. I am so excited. This video is probably gonna be like the rest of it's gonna be about this one movie. It is my second to number one favorite movie out there, or maybe my third actually, because I have a lot of good favorite scary movies, but this is definitely in my top 5. It is called Scary Godmother. That came out not a couple, but a few years ago when I was younger, and I remember when it first aired, I fell in love with it, and it wasn't until recent that I found out it's also like a comic as well. And I'm over here like, and I never knew. They have both movies on YouTube that you can watch for free, and I have been watching it every year since it has came out. It really is my favorite movie, so I hope you enjoy what I talk about with this one. It's about a little girl who's supposed to be getting like scared, pranked by like her older cousin and like his friends, but and then her scary godmother, um, like a fairy godmother from Cinderella, like appears and she's like, "Oh, you don't need to be scared about monsters," because the little girl's like terrified, and she takes her to see all her monster friends and meets like vampires, the royalty, and this big one with like several eyes, greedy, really greedy, me werewolf, and a skeleton guy, and you know it all goes well, and I fell in love with like the little girl being best friends with like the vampire boy. It is like my world. But yeah, they kind of get back at. She learns that they're not bad. Oh, I'm dying out here. She learns that they're not bad monsters, and not monsters are nice, and they become friends pretty much. And then they prank the big kids back, and they just start screaming and running. And then the second movie is kind of like a continuation. So yeah, you should probably go check that out. Okay, so I'll make this my final one. My um, what is this? My third, fourth, one of them. My fourth one, I believe, is a movie. Old, well, I believe, kind of classical movie called Monster Squad. It is my OG. I watch it all year long, every year, since I found out, like a real long time ago. This is my number one, literally top most favorite movie. It is my monsters. Like, you cannot disrespect this movie with me around. And I feel like this is a real underrated movie because not that many people know of it. Like, I feel like it's only me and my mom that actually know what this movie is. It's pretty much about a group of kids who have like their own little club, and like, you know, they're like the losers and stuff like that, and they like read monster comics and everything, and this other boy wants to show up, but he wants to be a rebel just to be in the treehouse that has a good view to see like one of the other boys' like older sister undressing herself, and just a badass overall. And then a little girl's like one of the little sisters of one of the boys. That's the leader of the whole squad, and Dracula wants to bring all the monsters back to life, and like they're scared of like this German guy, and oh my god, it's just such a great movie. Oh my god, just you have to watch it. It really is a good movie. Quick correction: the monsters aren't scared of the German guy. The kids are, because like he has like the creepiest house in the neighborhood, but it's also a nice looking house, and they become friends, stuff like that. And it goes on to like an old ancient like book of like how to get rid of Dracula, or like all the end of times are coming, and like oh, the monsters are gonna take over, and then the little girl becomes friends with Einstein, or not Einstein, but Frankenstein, and well, not Frankenstein, but Frankenstein's monster, that tall motherfucker. Um, oh my god, yes. And it just it breaks your heart towards the end, but they all go to hunt down the monsters, and everyone's in it together, and it's just uh it just makes me so happy. It's the most craziest, awesomest, most original movies that is not an original ever, and it has to be one of the most underrated movies because not that many people know of it. Like everyone knows of like Jason and It and Texas Chainsaw Massacre and all of that, but no one really knows about Monster Squad. And you really, there's no real way to explain it. You just, it's one of those things you have to watch. So highly recommend all these movies. Um, this is about to be 10 minutes long. Sorry, my audio kind of sucks. I started this morning, and now I'm staying up late, and, you know, whatever. Um, trying my best. My next video, I'm trying to keep a consistency to come out on Sundays, and, happy Spooktober. We'll see what my next video is gonna be about. Maybe more spooky stuff, maybe not, but, till next time. Bye!